Guests on Grill This, Smoke That. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. on Rogers TV.
This is Rogers TV, Ottawa.
Welcome to Ottawa Stronger Together. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Sutcliffe from 1310 News, also a co-founder of the Ottawa Business Journal, and it's a great pleasure to welcome as my co-host Sandra Plagakis from KISS 105.3. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Mark. I have not seen you in months, and can I just say I love what you've done with your hair.
Thank you. I love what you're doing with your hair. You've got a fan in your house, right, just blowing air in your direction to give you that sort of glitzy, glamorous look that we would normally have at a gala event. But of course, we can't do that right now because we're all quarantined and social distancing and doing all of that. But we're making the best of it to put this show on the air and share it with everybody and celebrate Ottawa's business community tonight.
Well, that's what we do best, isn't it? Here in Ottawa, we like to celebrate ourselves and we're great at it. And we have a lot of people to celebrate. There are so many people to celebrate, individuals, and so many really great local businesses who deserve a shout out now, I think more than ever, given the pandemic that we're in.
Absolutely. And that's what tonight is all about. We are going to tell some great stories. We're going to share with you the winners of the 40 Under 40 this year, a great group of young entrepreneurs, CEOs, business owners, executives, professionals in our community who are doing amazing things in their companies and in the community. You know, this has been a really, really tough time for our city. I don't have to tell anyone that. Everybody has been through a very difficult time. There have been big challenges for the community, for individuals, for businesses. But I've seen some incredible stories of companies pivoting and adapting, of leaders in our community doing amazing things. And that's what we want to celebrate tonight. I think, hasn't this time really given us, Sandra, a chance to reflect on what's really important?
Yes, it absolutely has. I think most of us have bonded with our families, whether we liked it or not. I think honestly, families have really come closer together. We've seen people helping neighbors. We've seen coworkers helping each other out when needed. It really has been such a difficult time, but such a special time because I feel closer now to my friends across the country, really more than I ever have. It's been different, but pretty awesome in many ways too. Except for the family part. I'll take that all back. No, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've all learned that there can be too much of a good thing as well, right?
I've already said too much, Mark. I'm going to leave it right there. But listen,
yeah.
At the end of I am going to get a t-shirt that says, I survived the pandemic. And my husband is going to get a t-shirt that says, I survived my wife. So, you know.
Well, there are a lot of survival stories, and we're going to share some of them tonight. We also have some great guests who are going to be with us. David Chilton, the wealthy barber, Ron McLean from Hockey Night in Canada. Also, Mayor Jim Watson will be with us. This is a partnership between the Ottawa Business Journal, the Ottawa Board of Trade, and Rogers Sports and Media. A number of sponsors have come together to support this as well because we want to show local companies doing what they do best, adjusting, succeeding, and we want to rally support for them and show everyone, really all the business community, show them our love. So we have a bunch of special things planned tonight, including the 40 Under 40 recipients. This, of course, was an awards program that was founded in the 1990s. I remember the first year we did the 40 Under 40, great group of people, and we've been doing it every year since, recognizing the rising young business stars and executives in our city. Usually we do that at a gala, and of course, we can't do that this year, so we're doing it this way instead. And this is part of the story of hope in our community, the fact that we can celebrate the people who are going to lead us into the future tonight. So that gives me a lot of hope and optimism. So I hope it does for you as well. We're going to check in with some great guests as well And we have some special musical guests, Sandra. This is really cool. There's a rock band made up of several high-profile CEOs who are going to give us some entertainment tonight. So it's going to be just like an awards show. We'll have some music.
Well, I will say it is like an award show, except I don't see a bar, Mark. So that's somewhat problematic. So a virtual
I know that's disappointing
bar,
for you.
Well, it is very disappointing for me. Just don't think this is water. Let me just put that out there right now. For anybody who is watching right now, this is just a reminder, as you watch, you can actually use the hashtag Ottawa Stronger Together and celebrate all the people who are being celebrated tonight along with them on social media.
Please do. Please share that hashtag. So sit back, enjoy the show, share your comments on social media, do what you can to honor and support these great businesses in our community, and let's have some fun tonight. And we're going to start things off by welcoming the Mayor of Ottawa to our show, Mayor Jim Watson. Thank you for joining us. And maybe you could start by talking about whether Ottawa can soon rebound from this economic crisis.
Well, congratulations, Mark, on the broadcast. There's no question that Ottawa will come out of the COVID-19. We have to. There's no choice. We're working very hard with public health to make sure that we flatten the curve and eventually reduce the numbers significantly, which we've been doing over the course of the last couple of weeks. And one of the reasons why the Premier announced Ottawa was one of the first cities to move forward to stage 2. So we have a good economic base here. As you know, prior to COVID-19, we were celebrating our unemployment rate, which was the lowest in 30 years at about 4.2, 4.3%. We also have a large workforce, namely the public service, that have been receiving paychecks, that have that disposable income to go and help kickstart the economy, going to restaurants, shopping locally, buying services. And of course, we have lots of retirees with pensions as well, who have that kind of income that can help the local business community not only survive in the short term, but thrive in the long term.
All right, and what's your message tonight for all of the young entrepreneurs, including the 40 under 40?
Well, the message to all young entrepreneurs is continue to have confidence in the local economy. Please try to stay here in Ottawa. Don't move afar, whether it's to California or Toronto. We need your talent right here. Use the services of Invest Ottawa. They were set up with incubation space and executives in residence as mentors to help young people. And really get engaged and involved in your community, not just 9 to 5 or the long hours that you'll work at one of the high-tech companies or in the service industry, but try your best to give back to the community. Some of the best corporate giants in our city are known for their generosity. You think of an organization like Shopify that has their own foundation and is giving back to the community, raising funds for good causes like the Ottawa Food Bank. So stay involved in your community, stay in the community, and help create the next Shopify for your generation.
All right, thank you, Mayor Watson. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. We're also really happy to have with us tonight the president of the Ottawa Board of Trade, Su-Ling Ching. And Su-Ling, maybe you can start by telling us about all the great things the Board of Trade has been doing to help the business community during the coronavirus crisis.
Well, hi, Mark, and welcome, Ottawa. Thank you so much for having us here tonight. The Board of Trade is so pleased to support tonight's event, Ottawa Stronger Together. And we think it's a great way, especially at this time, to celebrate everything that we have done and accomplished through this pandemic together. I also want to say thank you so much to you, Mark, and to Michael Curran at the Ottawa Business Journal for making this evening happen, along with our friends at Rogers and Telfer, and all of the sponsors who are supporting us to bring this terrific broadcast together. So we have been very busy at the Board of Trade since the beginning of the pandemic. Essentially, our mission is to create prosperity through collaboration, advocacy, and leadership. And so what that means in practical terms is as we work in the interests of the entire business community, we work with our community and business leaders to identify what the key issues have been, and then with our elected representatives as well as our economic partners to find ways to address those issues so that we can all move forward together. We have a very close working relationship with the Ontario and the Canadian Chambers of Commerce, as well as the Canadian Global Cities Council, so that we are able to design policies and programs to move forward. And we continue to promote programs like Buy Local, the Post Promise, which helps inspire consumer, business, and workforce confidence as we enter the recovery and the rebound stage, and as well as working ongoing with our businesses on a very tactical level to provide information that is useful for them as they look at what the trends are coming up and how they can continue to grow their businesses.
Now, tell me a little bit about some of the observations you've made about our business community during this time.
Well, certainly there have been a ton of learnings as we have all gone through this together. The one thing I think that we know for sure is that our economy and our public health are completely connected and intertwined. One can completely change another. As well, our entire business community is connected, small businesses to large businesses, every sector, and our workforce is completely connected. No matter what your pay grade is or what it is you do, everyone is essential to our economy. So that's the way it'll be during our recovery as well. Every citizen of Ottawa has a responsibility to support local business, to follow the rules of the Ottawa Public Health, and as well to have a strong sense of community spirit, which is what we're doing here tonight as well. So other things that we have noticed is the extreme level of collaboration between all levels of government and all stakeholders and business leaders, something that has been done at a level we've never seen before, and hope that will continue, because managing the crisis has been complex, but the recovery will be even more complex. So we're really urging all stakeholders to maintain collaboration, and we can see what that really can do for our community. We've seen terrific innovations, many businesses pivoting to become so that they can survive, and many of them even pivoting to the point where they're supporting the cause. And one thing we've also seen is that there are a lot of inequities in our community. So we hope that moving forward, we can look at these inequities and address them so that everybody in our community has an opportunity to thrive in the same way.
All right, thank you so much, Su Ling, for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
Su Ling Ching, the president of the Ottawa Board of Trade. Let's turn now to my friend and business partner, Michael Curran, the publisher of the Ottawa Business Journal. Michael, great to have you with us tonight, and maybe you can tell us about the 40 Under 40. What is this awards program all about?
First of all, hi, Mark. Thanks very much for hosting tonight's broadcast. Really appreciate it. And a great question. So the 40 Under 40 Awards, they started in the mid-1990s. In fact, at a time when you were the editor way back then, Mark. It was a really interesting time in Ottawa's economy. The high-tech sector was starting to take hold, and lots of entrepreneurs were starting to emerge. So we decided to launch a awards program that recognized 40 entrepreneurs under the age of 40. And we look at three things when we're trying to select these people. We look at business accomplishments, community involvement, and expertise. So that's a little bit of 40 Under 40 in a nutshell.
Okay, so what was the selection process like this year, Mike?
Another good question, Mark. So the good news is the selection process wasn't too interrupted by the pandemic. We did have to extend the nomination deadline by 1 month. It was planned to be March, and we pushed it back to the end of April. But the really good news is that we still had a great number of people apply. In fact, there was about 200 people. I then, chairing a committee of people, pre-screened those applicants down to about 80 finalists. And then we had 4 independent judges read every single page of every single nomination. So 80 in total. Sometimes these nominations are 20 pages in length. So that's 1,600 pages of content that was reviewed by each and every judge. And then everyone was ranked. And then we had a big meeting and we chose the final list.
And what are your thoughts on this year's recipients?
So yeah, maybe I'll share two things. One is kind of a reflection, an idea that's been in my head for years. I've been involved for about 21 years in these awards, by the way. And that thought is that Ottawa is in many senses a relatively small city. But what amazes me that even after all of these years, this is the 23rd group of recipients, that we still have an amazing level of quality of nominees. So that's maybe one thought. The second thought is simply that we might need 40 under 40 more than ever. And what I mean by that is that there are many businesses suffering greatly right now. Some businesses are closing. Of course, people have restructured, downsized, laid off employees. So I think more than ever, we need this young group of business and community leaders to kind of step forward for us to reflect on their success, reflect on their expertise and their commitment to our community, and let that really inspire us at a time of relative uncertainty.
All right, and a big thank you to you as well, Mike, for doing such a great job with this event this year and for so many years. Thank you for being with us tonight as well. So let's meet some of the recipients of this year's 40 Under 40 Awards.
Hello everyone, my name is Greg Richards. I am Director of the Executive MBA program at the Telfer School of Management at the University of Ottawa. The Executive MBA program has sponsored these awards for several years now. This year I had the privilege of reading all of your stories. I am amazed at the level of focus, the dedication and the perseverance that you've all demonstrated in achieving the results that you have. So thank you, because obviously when you are building businesses, growing businesses, or working for not-for-profit organizations, you're also contributing to the social and economic development of the City of Ottawa. So thank you for that, and congratulations once again.
Hi, I'm Mike Holmes. I want to send a message out to the thousands of construction workers in the Ottawa area. This pandemic has been a pain. There's no doubt in my mind. I think it's caused a lot of changes, but from every bad becomes a good. It shows all the good companies that are out there taking care of their employees. I know you've had to work safely. I know you've had to put up with patience of working so many a house at a time, wearing masks, wearing gloves. I'm hopeful that this is going to be okay in the near future and we're going to be back to working full force. Companies like one of my partners, Oakwood, in the Ottawa area, they know how to make it right. They know how to take care of their employees. They know how to keep them. We need to keep this attitude. We need to keep the work up and we need to keep each other safe. So keep up the good work.
We're celebrating Ottawa's terrific business community tonight, and one of the things that we wanted to do was to share some stories of local entrepreneurs. As you know, many business owners have been facing big challenges during this really unusual time, but they've been adapting and they've been supporting their employees and helping their clients and doing some amazing things. So we're going to share some stories with you tonight.
We want you to meet Hameed Zadeh. He is a 2019 40 Under 40 recipient. He won the City of Ottawa's Immigrant Entrepreneur Award in 2018. He is the founder and owner of Cynics Media Group, Ottawa Print Services. Let's learn more about Hameed.
I came to Canada when I was 16 years old with my sister. I had to learn English. As many immigrants, when they come into Canada, they're looking for a better future and be more productive with a new country. I did some volunteer work with Chin Radio. I was learning how to design posters, flyers, and I really liked the idea of doing design. And then one day I decided, why I don't get into this business? First, I had some business partner, then I became full owner. My business is more than graphic design. We started doing sign, mini billboards, LED ads, promotion products. Our product was at Juno Award and Grey Cup in Ottawa, and it was a great success. 2 years ago, I won an Immigrant Entrepreneur of the Year. Last year, I won 40 Under 40, and this year, COVID hit and everything got changed. Everything happened so fast. One day, business was booming. Next day, we lost many contracts. We are always thinking for new product and services to add. We started with the safety posters, safety roll-up banner, a sticker on the floor, but that it wasn't enough to pay our expenses and payroll. I need to come up with something new and fast. We launched a sneeze and cough guard. It was a great success. Getting ordering from bank, federal government, and retail stores. That was my first pivot. The face shield were our second pivot. One of the customers, a local hospital, called and asked if we had face shield. If what the customer wants, maybe we can make it. We start prototyping, then we got our Health Canada license. We built a website, a quality management program. We did all in 3 weeks. We manufacture over 60,000 face shields and providing it to local hospital and military personnel. The future looks very bright. Because of these two pivots, sales have increased by 35%. We have more customers. I hired 12 more people. My team helped in so many ways. My team is amazing.
Sandra, are you having fun so far?
I'm having the greatest night of my life, Mark. I just wanted you to know that.
Okay.
I've never had so much fun.
We'll get you to explain later the Maryland poster and the BOA and all of that, but we've got business to take care of tonight. I'm glad you're having a good time. It's great to have you along with us tonight, and there are so many people who are celebrating with us, so many great leaders in our business community. Let's hear from some of them right now.
Hello, my name is Dwayne Francis, Portfolio Manager with Capital Wealth Partners, Management of Private Client here in Ottawa. I'm excited to be a financial professional during these challenging times, as I believe the advice we provide is needed more than ever as we help our communities navigate the uncertainty around us. As well, I am so grateful for the frontline essential workers who continue to work hard to keep us safe. And I and all of us should feel privileged to be able to do our part to provide financial peace of mind to those who need it. In Ottawa, we are stronger together.
Bonsoir et je vous félicite tous et toutes pour vos accomplissements. My name is Katherine Clark. I am a communications entrepreneur here in Ottawa and a proud past recipient of 40 Under 40. Tonight is a night to celebrate your achievements, everything that you have achieved so far, and also everything that you have the potential to achieve in the future too. We're living through such interesting times, a time of pandemic which has forced individuals and companies and governments to pivot and try to find opportunity out of challenge, and also a time of conversation about race and equality and the kind of society that we want to live in. You're on the forefront of those conversations, and I can't wait to see the businesses that you shape and the communities that you build, trying to ensure that everyone has a voice and that everyone is able to achieve their full purpose. Congratulations. Félicitations.
Over the course of my career, I've managed hundreds of people working from home, just like most of us are today. And let me just say, I know how you're feeling, and you need to take a vacation. Whether it's 1 day a week all summer or 1 week soon, whatever, but book it. The tourism industry needs it, and you need it, and having something to look forward to is important.
Hello everybody, my name is Paul Meek. We'll get you a beer, and good morning. It's a beautiful day here on the patio, and just want to say hello to everybody out in the hospitality industry, whether it's a restaurant, a brewery, a bar, a pub. Definitely been tough times the last 3 months, so just want to say cheers. We're thinking about you. If you're having some struggles, you need some suggestions, give us a call. We'd love to help you out. Thank you very much to the Ottawa Business Journal for inviting us to participate in this, and we're looking forward to seeing you all on the other side. We are all in this together. Cheers.
Hi, this is Michael Crockett. I'm the president and CEO of Ottawa Tourism. Of course, the world is going through an incredible challenge right now, and no different here in our city, our community, and in our industry. The tourism and hospitality industry is going through the toughest thing it's ever gone through. This is very challenging to all businesses and all people, having a dramatic effect on individuals, families, and companies throughout our industry, throughout our community. But they will travel again. People will want to come back to our city. People will want to explore and see things they haven't seen before and experience the amazing capital city of Canada once again. There are brighter days ahead. Stay strong, stay together, because Ottawa, stronger together.
Hi everyone, it's Alexis Ashworth from Habitat for Humanity Greater Ottawa. I wanted to send a shout out to everyone in the not-for-profit sector in particular. This has been a really challenging time. I'm sure you've all been busy in your organizations making some minor changes, maybe some major changes. I do believe that you need to lose sight of the shore sometimes in order to find new ground. And I hope that this has spurred some innovation and positive change for you too, as it has for us. Check out our online restore. All the best, everyone.
Hi, my name is Martin Thompson, and I'm with the business law firm of McMillan LLP. We're so happy, especially this year, to be able to take part in Ottawa's 40 Under 40 Awards. Although these awards are being presented at a time of great turmoil and in a way that we've never imagined, thanks to the leadership of the Ottawa Board of Trade and Ottawa Business Events, we're as proud as ever to congratulate all the recipients of this year's 40 Under 40. Thank you all for being the business leaders, the visionaries, and the innovators that give us hope for renewed growth in our economy and in the ways we live, work, and thrive. Since the onset of COVID, we, just like many of you, have been involved in assisting many businesses in meeting the challenges they are facing. We are proud to be part of this community and to be your partner as we bounce back with the reopening of the economy. De la part de nous tous chez McMillan, nos plus sincères félicitations. À tous les nominés de ce soir, vos succès et vos accomplissements sont remarquables. Congratulations to all of you, and thanks to you, Ottawa is stronger together.
about you, but I actually can't watch television without picking up my phone and following social media at the same time. I don't know what it is. I call it multitasking, but if you have the same problem, what you need to do right now is use the hashtag Ottawa Stronger Together. So tweet what you're watching, tweet often, share everything on Facebook, share everything on your Instagram and on your Instagram stories. Hashtag Ottawa Stronger Together.
We want everybody sharing what's happening tonight. We're rallying together to support local business people, and so many people are going to be part of our celebration tonight, including Ron McLean from Hockey Night in Canada.
Hi, it's Ron McLean from Rogers Hometown Hockey Night in Canada, the Battle of the Blades, and Mark Sutcliffe's radio show, which is always one of the highlights of my life. Mark, thanks for the invite to speak to the group. I'll try to make this quick. You're in the under 40 world, and it's a very special world in hockey. The best story I can tell you is Kathleen Edwards sings a song up there in Ottawa called "I'm Playing Defense and I Don't Even Wear Hockey Skates." It's one of my favorites. There's two defensemen, Nick Lidstrom and Doug Harvey, won the Norris Trophy in the NHL, which goes to the best defenseman. They each won it 7 times, but they each won all 7 after they turned 31. So that kind of means experience was the thing that did it for them. But you should know the best ever did it all before he was 28. He won it 8 times, and that's Bobby Orr. So you don't have to worry about playing defense. You go out there and skate like Bobby Orr, and congratulations on the night tonight.
Ron, thank you so much for being part of our broadcast tonight. Now, of course, this year's 40 under 40 recipients are receiving their awards under very different circumstances from what normally happens, but we did want to maintain a couple of key elements of the presentation. So as the broadcast is happening tonight, we have sponsors and volunteers who are delivering beautiful crystal trophies and gift bags to make the recipients really enjoy the evening and make their viewing parties even more special. Now, of course, we've heard about Shopify already tonight. Shopify is just a juggernaut in our community and doing so many great things for our city, as well as creating all kinds of jobs and economic activity. Harley Finkelstein, of course, has been one of the driving forces behind Shopify and is a great ambassador for our community. A really remarkable success story in our community. And Shopify has been growing and gaining momentum during this pandemic. And Harley is here with us tonight to share a love letter to local merchants and businesses.
Hi, my name is Harley Finkelstein, and I'm a local Ottawa entrepreneur. A couple weeks ago, I wrote a love letter to entrepreneurs all over the world, encouraging them to continue fighting, to continue to survive. But it occurred to me that entrepreneurs in my own town, in my own city of Ottawa, are struggling incredibly right now. Merchants, retailers, small business owners. And I just want to say, on behalf of all the residents of Ottawa, on behalf of all the entrepreneurs in Ottawa, that we are behind you, that we support you, that we have your back. We need you to keep persevering and keep surviving during this crisis. The city of Ottawa is a very, very special place. My family and I have chosen it to be the home for us for the rest of our lives. But without our small businesses, without our retailers and our merchants, the city is just not the same. And so I just wanted to send some words of encouragement, some love, some hope to keep fighting. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lilian with the Casino in Hilton Lac Limi. Of course, this evening we were supposed to be in our great ballroom. It would have been an honor to shake your hand and to give you an award to some of you. We will welcome you again. It's only a rain check. It's a different time, it's a different way of recognition, but it's not less significant. It's even greater. You are the elite of the young professionals, and you are an inspiration. We have been a proud sponsor for many years for this event, and we're a partner with OBJ and OBAT. And we would like to say thank you and to recognize the way they turned on a dime and organized this for us to be together. Because together, we are stronger. Again, from the Casino in Hilton Lac Limi, congratulations to all of the recipients.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Canu, CFO of Mitel. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate the recipients of the 2020 40 Under 40 Awards. Wow, what an impressive group of young business leaders, and really just goes to show how much talent we have right here in this city of Ottawa. Congratulations once again, and as a past recipient myself, I truly hope that you take some time to celebrate this really significant accomplishment. Congrats and take care.
Bonsoir, Ottawa. Jeff Westeinda here, a local entrepreneur behind a number of companies in the region. Félicitations 40 Under 40. You should be incredibly proud of what you've done to date, and I look forward to the city building you're going to do for years to come for this great region of ours. Listen, Ottawa, let's pull together and support those areas of our economy that need it the most right now. Get out, do your staycations here. I'm going to be going to visit my barber any minute. Get out to your favorite restaurants, and let's support this great city of ours. Bonsoir.
I'm Mike Tremblay. On behalf of our team at Invest Ottawa and Bayview Yards, let me add my congratulations to an incredible accomplishment in being one of our 40 Under 40 recipients. Truly well done. You are now visible leaders in our community, and with that comes a great deal of responsibility. Given our theme this evening of Ottawa Better Together, I'd like to ask you for some help in using your new superpowers, and that is to make diversity and inclusion to be a centerpiece of your leadership attention going forward. Really important to our community and our society. Again, congratulations on an incredible win. All the best from our company.
I wanted to send a message to everyone working in the hospitality business. It may not seem this way at the moment, but we do have a great future ahead. For sure, our business will look very different than before COVID came along, but I promise that people are going to dine out again and will always want to connect with people they care about over great food and drinks in special places filled with love. I want to thank all the hard-working frontline workers who aren't getting a lot of attention these days. Specifically the cleaners, the construction workers, the takeout delivery guys, the chefs and the cooks preparing all the food that is showing up at your doorstep. They deserve a big round of applause. And I also wanted to take a minute to congratulate this year's Top 40 Under 40. We're going to need all of your creativity to help chart a new world when we're on the other side of this thing. Good luck, everyone.
Hey, it's Steve from Bose. How you doing, Ottawa? I can't wait to see y'all in person again. All you restaurants out there, all you bars, please open your doors back up. We need you, and our fans need you too. So get those doors back open as soon as possible. Thanks to all the healthcare workers who've been keeping us safe. And hey, shout out to all the new 40 Under 40 alumni. Some new folks to hang out with. Cheers.
I'm guessing that many of you under 40 achievers have been doing things in advance of your peers for a long time. You probably got here through a lot of work, but also from the help and mentoring of people around you. As time goes on, keep learning, keep finding mentors, and also don't forget to teach, share, and mentor as well. Pay it forward. What you have achieved so far may just be the beginning of what you have yet to do. And what an advantage you have with all these experiences already. Never give up challenging yourself. It's got you this far.
Hello everyone, and congratulations to the 2020 40 Under 40 recipients. My name is Pascal Saint-Jean, and as a former 40 Under 40 recipient, I know the determination and grit that it takes to realize your success, especially during these difficult times. It is leaders like you that will allow us to rebuild our economy and support our community. And that's why it is so exciting for all of us to see the level of talent and the entrepreneurial spirit that you all bring. As a Tech Canada Chair, I have the privilege to work with entrepreneurs like yourselves and support them on their growth and personal and professional success. Through the 40 Under 40 program, I was able to expand my network and create amazing friendships that have and will continue to challenge me to become the best leader and person I can be. So please, don't let this award be the ending of a journey, but rather the beginning of something exciting. Congratulations again. Be fierce in your ambition. I can't wait to see where it takes you.
Hey, it's Dave Chilton, the Wealthy Barber and former Dragon on Dragon's Den. I just wanted to give my very best to the Ottawa business community. It's one of the best we have in the country. All kinds of amazing entrepreneurs, not just in the tech sector, but in old-fashioned businesses, new businesses. We've really got good momentum there. Thank you for all you do. Keep up the good work.
Our next profile involves a businesswoman who operates several businesses, and she has an interesting backstory.
She has a fascinating backstory, Sandra. I know Carla Briones. She's a terrific person. She does so much mentoring other people. She does work with Invest Ottawa, but she also has had an incredible life story that has led to her being an entrepreneur in our community. She immigrated to Canada with her family when she finished high school. Her father was a doctor in veterinary medicine, but he couldn't find work in his profession in this country. So she watched her father struggle in his career for years before he finally established his own animal hospital on Montreal Road. And all of that motivated her in her path. And she now operates multiple businesses. She's passionate as an advocate for immigrant entrepreneurs. So here is the story of Carla Briones.
I'm Carla Briones, and I'm a proud immigrant entrepreneur. I arrived from Mexico after a 5-day-long U-Haul trip in the middle of the summer in '97. And I came to Canada, and my parents ended up going through struggles to open up their own business because they had their own in Mexico. Eventually, they conquered, and I went to university here and studied journalism, but eventually I decided to go into the same lineage of entrepreneurship. And 10 years ago, I opened Global Pet Foods in Canada after falling in love with my dog. A few years later, I opened up the Hintonburg store, and 3 years ago, I decided to go into a completely different direction and open up a Freshie restaurant here in Westboro. I have 2 amazing little kids that have grown up in entrepreneurship, and I'm just very proud to be part of this Ottawa business community. The beginning of 2020 was actually our best year yet of all 3 businesses. I mean, 10 years, 11 years in the Global Pet Food stores, and almost 4 years in business in Freshie. And we were on track for our best year. And then COVID hit, and our sales dropped drastically overnight by almost 80%, if not more. And very quickly we had to pivot, and very quickly we had to come with different ideas to service our customers. For example, at Freshie, we became a grocery store where customers could buy their groceries from us and we would deliver. And at Global Pet Foods, we actually became the personal shopping experience for our customers, where they weren't really allowed to come in the stores, but we were doing the picking and the shopping for them and delivering it to their homes. Also, our safety procedures changed drastically. All of our staff in all 3 businesses, they have to wear face masks, they have to wear gloves, and they have to be very careful and diligent in the way that they sanitize everything after our customers have been, and also the amount of people that come through our shop so that we can minimize the spread of the virus. Because of COVID-19, I think having a very strong online strategy is a must. And I know it was for me. And I actually was able to attract markets that I never thought possible because of my online sales. However, I still believe that human-to-human interaction is very important that bricks and mortar can offer. And people are still going to want to go on dates, and they're still going to want to go and walk their dogs and get treated by a store attendant. So yes, an online strategy is a must. However, that person-to-person, human-to-human interaction that bricks and mortar offers is never going to go away.
Bonjour Ottawa. Robert et Holmes, associé chez BDO Canada, la plus grande firme d'experts comptables auprès de la petite et moyenne entreprise. I am proud to call Ottawa home and honored to be involved in the 40 Under 40 as a judge and a sponsor. I have been a judge for the last 6 years, and it's a personal highlight every year. I am reminded each year how rich our city is in talent and leadership. As a sponsor, we get to acknowledge 40 amazing leaders that will pave the future for our city, leaders that will relaunch the Ottawa economy. This is a perfect storm. Ottawa is reopening for business. We have 40 new leaders, and we are making a commitment to support local economy. We are stronger together. Support local businesses and our amazing non-for-profit organizations. Félicitations à tous. Bonsoir.
I want to say a big, big thank you to all the sponsors of this show. We reached out to them very early in the process when we had this idea, and they all just got right behind it and helped us move it forward. So I'm really grateful for their support. Telfer MBA, Macmillan LLP, the Casino du Lac Leamy, Tech Canada, BDO Canada, Oakwood Designers and Builders, Invest Ottawa, Desjardins, and SurePrint. We also want to say a big thank you to a bunch of people who made this all possible. The great people at Rogers TV, Gavin Lumsden, Dave Davies, and Ian Murphy, and Chantal Calderon and Don Mercereau of Ottawa Business Events. But before we go tonight, we have another surprise, Sandra.
We have a great surprise for you. But before I tell you what it is, I'm going to ask you a question, Mark. Who do you think the coolest person in the band is? Do you think it's the lead singer, the guitar player, or the drummer?
Oh, that's a tough question. Isn't the coolest person the MC who introduces the band?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, I would say the lead singer, because I think the sound of the band is defined by the voice of the lead singer. So they're all cool, though. I mean, you know, if you're in a band, that's cool.
See, I've always thought the guitar player was the coolest. I mean, even if you are somebody, you know, walking around with a guitar case and no guitar inside, I still think you're dead sexy. Doesn't matter to me. But we do have a very, remember that, that's right. We do have a very exciting band to introduce to you. I will say this, they are made up of several local CEOs. So your boss might be in this band right now. Just in case, I would hit the record button on your PVR right now, because this is going to be some good stuff. This band is comprised of Kevin Ford of Callian Group, John Sicard of Kinaxis, John Jastrzemski of MDS, Jim Harmon of Boyden Executive Search, and two brothers, Rich and Lou Rankin. The band was originally formed to perform at a fundraising event in April. That didn't happen. So this actually might be the one and only time they ever perform. Who knows? This is a world exclusive is what this is. Please welcome here for you tonight, 6 over 40.
Congratulations to this year's Top 40 Under 40 winners. Woo! Woo! All right.
After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna chug-a-lug and shout. Gonna stimulate some action, get some satisfaction. Gonna find out what it's all about. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna shake a tambourine. Gonna shake a tambourine. Gonna shake a tambourine. After midnight, it's gonna be peaches and cream. After midnight, after midnight, we're gonna cause talk and suspicion, give it exhibition, find out what it's all about. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, all right, go! On the big screen, we got more under 40. Gonna be the OBJ. On the news feed, sunshine and lights, it's such an amazing story. Gonna be the OBJ. It's time for a celebration, the capital of the nation. You've all shown us what it's all about. After midnight, we gonna let it all hang out. let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. Gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. All right, tell me about it.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
What's a group of beavers called? How many Timbits in a gallon? What's a medicine hat? I don't know either, but we're gonna figure it out together on the RTV Quiz Canada Day Spectacular. So don't miss it. Canada Day, 7:30.
Hi there and welcome to